Welcome to Is It ADHD Your Life? A couple's perspective, where we unravel what it's like to live with ADHD within a relationship. And this week we're asking the question, is it ADHD or imposter syndrome? Don't do
that.
Just like the way you did that. Trying to make it dramatic. Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Fantastic.
Good stuff. Had a good week? No,
Yeah.
joking.
Coffee's kicked in. I've got big plans for today. I'm ready. Let's do this.
Oh, jeez. That won't last. So this week we're talking about imposter syndrome.
Yeah.
Now, I came up with this one.
You did?
So you recently did big gig for you. Let's start from the beginning. Can I tell the world about it? Okay, so as a kid, you would go to Butlins in Craig Tara.
In the air. Wonder West World, it was called.
Right, okay, thanks for that. And you would watch a guy called, can I say his name?
Yeah.
Uncle Billy,
Uh-huh.
a magician. And you would watch him with wonder and amazement. And he was your inspiration to become a kids entertainer.
I don't like the way you take the piss out
I'm
of my
not
dreams.
taking, I'm trying to put a good spin on it.
Yes,
But he was your inspiration.
Watching all the entertainment and especially Uncle Billy, that's when I thought that's what I wanted to do.
See? Right, okay, so fast forward to 2025 and you you received a message, or you replied to a message.
Yeah. I
Go
seen
on.
the thing go up about looking for entertainment in a camp in there, and I thought that is Butlins.
Yeah.
I need to do that for New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
And then every bit of my ADHD kicked in.
Oh my God, did it just? You literally had that gig booked for probably an hour of it going up. Because you were like, oh my God, this is Butlins, it's Butlins, it's Butlins. Which is now Haven. And on New Year's Eve, you got up on that stage and you did your thing, just like Uncle Billy does. And you, because Uncle Billy still performs there.
It does.
And you, for one night only, you were Uncle Adam.
No, I didn't say that.
Uncle Adam Kidnapper. And you were amazing. So I thought, what a better episode to do than imposter syndrome, because I know the lead up to that was difficult for you. And I thought we could look at it from my side and your side. But I just want to start by saying you're brilliant on that stage. There are things, obviously, I know that from looking at you, from watching you before and watching you on New Year's Eve, that you would change. I know that. I could see how nervous you were. But I didn't tell you this actually, but at one point, one guy stood up and applauded you.
Oh.
And it was one of the simplest tricks, because I was just like, really? And he actually stood up and clapped you. And I was like, wow, you really enjoyed that trick. But I know it's like our friends.
What, was it my brother-in-law?
No, it wasn't. But I know that like some of our friends watch your tricks in amazement, and even though like we know, like, do you know what I mean? But they're like, wow. So before we get started, just for those that don't know what imposter syndrome is, I thought I'd just give them a little insight. So it is the intense, persistent feeling of being a fraud despite evidence of success, common in those with ADHD due to inconsistent performance, perfectionism and sensitivity to criticism, leading them to attribute achievements to luck and far being found out as incompetent. And I think that them words strike you down to a T, because you are very, very, very good at what you do. And I'm not just saying that because I'm your wife, but you're very, very good at what you do. But I know that you stand at parties every week watching parents watch you thinking, oh my God, they're judging me like hell. And guaranteed they're not. But I know that's what you do.
Yeah.
So, go on.
No, and go.
No, and you go.
I don't think, well, I know that it's not just work-wise as well, that I was reading through this morning and it is every part of my life.
Yeah.
Imposter syndrome, it could be my middle name. It's scary. It really is.
It says here it stems from years of struggling with executive functions, leading to constant effort and self-doubt, often amplified by social comparison, masking symptoms, and negative feedback, creating a cycle of anxiety, stress and burnout. And I was like, honestly, like, that is Adam.
It really
it's mental,
is.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so talk me through it then. Talk me through how what you thought this morning when you were, in the past weeks when we were leading up to this.
On my research.
Yeah. What is it that you looked at and you was like, wow, like, oh, have you always thought you've had it?
So I don't think I knew what it was.
Okay.
I just tried to get it up here because there was so much. Let's see, right. Oh, good podcasting, sorry. Right.
I'm just nodding.
Yeah. Right, so let's take the Haven example,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Massive example.
Yeah.
So I got into excitement mode, took on this gig, did not think for 1 minute. About 10 minutes after having the gig, I was thinking, I can't do that gig.
So it's weird as well because it was just magic.
Uh-huh.
You needed 45 minutes.
And I've got a strong 17.
Round up to 20. But you do this every week. However, you do a crazy magic disco that incorporates magic.
Yes.
But
I would never call myself a magician. I'm an entertainer.
Yes, you're entertaining.
So magic is just part of what I do, a small part of what I do.
Yes. But you knew that you couldn't go to Haven and do choo-choo-ah and a hokey-cokey and stuff because the Haven people do that.
It was a magic show.
It was just a magic show. So you took this gig, got very excited. 10 minutes later, thought, shit.
Yeah, I can't do that. I don't belong on that stage. That stage is too big for me.
However, in my eyes, I see it as you are so good, and I'm not blowing smoke up your ass here, but you are good at what you do. I know you don't like it. But I come to your parties because I do face painting sometimes, and I watch them kids watch you, and they love it.
Yeah, but that's different.
So I understand what you're saying. However, I knew that if once you get up there, you would smash it. Because there's been times where you've took things on and you've thought, oh, I can't do this, and then it's been amazing.
So I think there's two sides of that. There is a side of me that works well under pressure.
Yes.
So if I give myself a deadline, then you've got to prepare something for then.
Yeah.
And that's fine. There's the other side of me that just panics. In this occasion, my first idea was to spend an awful lot of money on on new stuff. I had a new box specially built, which I forgot to send correct measurements for, so it arrived and it was like a wardrobe.
A very heavy, thick wardrobe.
Very thick wardrobe, so I couldn't use that. Ordered a good couple £100 worth of tricks that
We'll say a couple.
that never ended up getting used. And up until the day of that show, I was in the caravan practicing one of my new tricks for the first time.
With an outfit that only arrived the day before.
An outfit that arrived
was
the
my
day
fault.
before.
But you only ordered that outfit like 3 days before your show as well.
So there's the one thing having a deadline, but I'm not going to function until the day before that deadline, where then I want to get everything.
Do you think you have the feeling or the idea that it's never going to happen? Well, I know you have these ideas. Like, it's never going to happen until it happens. Does that make sense? So you've always said to me, you hate booking... I know this is not the same, but you hate booking tickets for something or a holiday that's 12 months in advance because it probably won't happen. Did you have the same feeling booking this show and then be like, it might not happen, so I'll worry about it later?
No, I think it was the opposite.
Okay.
And this is where the imposter syndrome comes in, because I booked a show and automatically, even when it came to talking about money or anything, I thought, I can't charge that much because...
So you didn't even know what to charge, did you? And you were like,
I'm not good enough to be charging this kind of money or anything, or so you're thinking about that, and then once you do, you agree a pretty, and you're like, now I'm working for this amount of money, and I'm not good enough to be working for that kind of money. And then you're like, my tricks aren't good enough, my equipment isn't good enough, my everything is, and then you think rationally, if you were to think about it rationally, and you look at it and think, you've been booked for a reason, you've been doing this for a long time, and you've got good reviews, whatever, blah, blah. If you were to think like that, then it would be fine.
So because they're my thoughts.
But you, no, but I don't think like that.
Of course. But then does anyone think about them like that, about themselves?
So this is where I'm interested in your point of view, right? I want to take a different example that we can both relate to of starting a new job. So I know that I've started new jobs before, and I go in and immediately think, I don't belong here. Even if I know what I'm doing, I don't I don't think I know what I'm doing, or I don't think I'm good at it, or I
Yeah.
think everybody's going to hate me and stuff like that. What do you feel going in your job? Because you strike me as very confident and that kind of thing.
I am quite confident. I don't think I ever think people won't like me. Not that I don't mean that like that was the worst thing to say. No, I don't think it's that. I just think I worry that I'm not going to do a good enough job.
Mm-hmm.
That's my biggest thing.
Mm-hmm.
Can I give you another example?
Mm-hmm.
So I used to gig before I had a baby, before we had a baby, and he ruined that for me.
Mm-hmm. Ruins everything.
Don't say that.
Go on.
So I used to think I was not good enough to do that before I got on stage.
Right.
And I'd be nervous as hell because I'd think, why are these people here to watch me? And not that they'd paid to watch me or anything, but it's just in pubs and clubs and stuff. But I was getting paid to go up and sing. And I'd be like, oh my God, I'm not good enough for this. I'm not good enough to get paid. I shouldn't be doing this. And actually they would turn out okay. And
So when did that feeling leave you?
maybe afterwards.
Right.
Maybe after it was done, or halfway through, maybe. Or when somebody got up dancing and I thought, oh, right, okay, brilliant, like the crowd's up or they're singing along. That maybe is when it left. But up until that point, it was horrendous.
And then what about afterwards? How do you feel afterwards?
Buzzing.
Yeah.
Yeah, like absolutely buzzing because I've done it. And I know that even beforehand, I would say to you, I can't do this. And you'd be like, you can, you're brilliant, just like I did with you. But I don't think to an extent that is it imposter syndrome that, like, for that little section?
Yeah.
Or is it just nerves or?
Interesting.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So for me, for example, I don't necessarily think, I don't really know what imposter syndrome is. Like, I imagine this man in like a big cloak and like a big hat, very dark, and he's like a little on your shoulder.
Traitors.
Yeah. Little traitors man on your shoulder. Like, you're no good. Do you know what I mean? That's what I imagine imposter syndrome is.
Yeah, I suppose it could be.
But I don't think I ever had
But
that.
mine's about 6 foot.
Yeah. It's like the Grim Reaper. That's what I picture. Stood at the side of you.
Right, so a big one that I, thinking of it, imposter syndrome that comes to my mind is when we went to a kids entertainer convention. And I look about and I won't talk to anybody.
No.
Because I don't feel like I'm on their level.
Yeah.
So I look about and think everybody's amazing and I can't associate with these people because they're better.
That's a big one. And do you know what as well? Like, you've never seen their shows.
No.
So you don't know what they do.
Nope.
They ooze confidence.
Yeah.
And that's not, you don't. And I think that's what the biggest thing is. It's not that they're better than you. It is that they've got the confidence.
Yep. And you can
Off stage. On stage, you've got that confidence.
Yeah.
But off stage.
put a mic man, then I'm a different person.
Oh my God, just to walk on the next time we go to the conference, we just be like, hi everyone.
And stuff like networking meetings, the worst thing in the whole world.
Yeah.
Imposter syndrome, because you walk in and I don't belong here. These are all people with real jobs and lawyers and accountants, and I'm a kids entertainer or an entertainer, so you don't belong, and that's what you tell yourself.
But do you know when you tell people you're a kids entertainer, 9 times out of 10 people are like, wow.
I've never had a bad reaction.
Yeah, never. Because you don't meet many kids entertainers, let's face it.
It's not rational. These thoughts aren't irrational. The imposter syndrome isn't irrational. If you could think about it and actually go through it and talk yourself, which I suppose I've been trying to learn to do, but I've failed, but I've learned.
Yeah.
If you could talk yourself out of it, then you would be able to see that you're making it up.
I think you would literally have to pause life.
Yeah.
And like, do you know, like TV shows when they go, pause, and they talk to the camera and then go back to life.
Yeah.
That's exactly what you would have to do. There's not enough time to kind of, to rationally talk to yourself straight away. It's interesting that because, like, I find it mental that you can get on stage and just be you, do what you do and do it brilliantly, and then come off stage and just be like a quivering wreck talking to people. Do you know what I mean?
So, talking about the networking meetings, that I'll never forget. It's a great thing, but it's horrible. I used to go to a weekly networking meeting and be this shy, like that I'm naturally just awkward, very socially awkward, because I didn't feel like I belonged. But every week, everybody took a turn of doing a presentation.
Yeah.
And this week I got up and done my 10-minute presentation using a quiz and magic and a mic, and I sat back down and everybody was like,
Who is this
the
guy?
fuck was that? I swear to God, they were like, what just happened there? Like, you genuinely just came to life. And I do, that's what I do.
Yeah.
But so there I feel comfortable. On the stage I feel comfortable, but off the stage, no, it's imposter syndrome because I don't belong there.
Any other aspects of your life where you've like imposter syndrome? So not thinking about the business, or is it just work that you think you get imposter syndrome?
No, everything.
Okay, so can you give me an example?
So
I've just put you on the spot.
No, when I get bad imposter syndrome when I go to the barbers.
Okay. Tell me more.
No, I don't know if that's imposter syndrome or if I just shouldn't be there.
Get your hair cut or your beard cut.
No, it's the waiting to get my hair cut because everybody's looking at me thinking he's not getting a hair. And I, honest to God, that the stress that goes through me waiting because people are like, he's in front of me and he's not even got a bit of hair on his head.
Big massive beard on your face. Massive.
Shouldn't have been a barber for just your beard. But
What?
I know, that's what I tell myself. This is the day-to-day struggles. Everything, anywhere, that any social interaction with anybody, I know that I've spoke through therapy about ego states, which I found very, really, really interesting, and how when you're talking to people, you put yourself in a different state, whether that be a childlike state or whether you think people are better than you automatically, and that's the way I live my life, and it's horrible. I
think you put yourself down a lot to other people. Like, you see yourself as a little bit inferior to them.
Yeah.
And it's sad because you're not. Do you know what I mean? Well, apart from to me. but do you know what I mean? Like, you are not that person, and I wish sometimes that you could see. So, for example, Haven, I would love for you to have kind of enjoyed the whole experience a bit more. I don't just mean on stage, like I mean like leading up to it and stuff. Oh, that was never going to happen. That was a write-off. But for some people that would happen. Yeah. And I think if you believed in yourself a little bit more and thought, I deserve to be here because I've got the experience. I look at the pictures and I think that looks brilliant. The pictures are amazing. In fact, let's stick a few in. Oh, Andy loves it when you do that. And don't send him. No, the pictures look great, and I was watching everybody, obviously watching everybody's reaction every step of the bit. The kids were lapping you up. Yeah, and it did go well, but I couldn't tell myself that even on stage. And what I did do was when I came off, I tried to be kind to myself. Okay. So I had to talk myself into this, but when I came off and I spoke to you at our table and got the general feedback, because I know, like, especially my daughter would be openly and honest, and if it was terrible, I think she would have told me it was terrible. And once I gauged the reaction off our table, I kind of told myself, right, there's things I would change. As you say, I know how nervous I was and stuff that I'd never done, tricks that I knocked over that I'd just spent £100 on. Tricks as well that you knew how to do that you forgot endings and stuff. Like. So I thought, right, I know what I've done that wasn't so good, but I done it, and it went quite well, and I would like to work on that and do more of it. So it's not put you off doing more, or not putting you off going back and doing it again? No, I had to talk myself into it, encouraged me to do more of it. But do you think, so for example, Craig Tara call tomorrow and say, you're not getting paid. Yeah. Rubbish. Because you don't deserve it. I'm expecting it. Absolutely not. Say he rang tomorrow and said to you, come back, we want you at Easter. Yeah. Okay, so Easter's not very far away. And do you think you would go through all the same emotions again, even though you know what's going to come? Because, to be fair, you were going in blind last time.
Yeah.
You didn't know what to expect. You got there, you didn't know what room you were going to be in at first. You didn't know when to drop your stuff off, what time you were on, that kind of thing. So now you know the lay of the land. Do you think you'd still feel the same?
No, that would be a lot easier.
Okay.
But I would need a whole new show.
I've told you, one magic trick in, one magic trick out.
No, obviously that would be easier. The blind thing is a massive problem.
Yeah, of course. And for anyone though, surely.
My biggest problem is then thinking, so coming off that stage thinking, I want to do more of that.
Yeah.
But then not being able to approach anybody about doing more of that because I still don't feel that I should be doing more of that.
That's exactly how I used to feel though after coming off for singing. I would get this big massive buzz and I'd be like, oh my God, I need to do more of this. But then never actually followed through with it because, well, A, I always needed you there to help me. And like B, I'm not that good. I'm not that good. So like I shouldn't be doing more. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Whereas you were brilliant at singing. You are brilliant at singing apart from in the shower in the morning.
What? That's some of my best vocals.
Theo yesterday was saying, Mummy, shh. But it's mental, isn't it? The way your mind works and tells you that it's crazy.
So I've got a few things of why it's common with ADHD actually. Inconsistent performance, so difficulty with focus, organisation and memory makes achievements feel unreliable, leading to self-blame, which is quite, So for example, you've had a trick for months and months and months and months, and then you decided to learn it the day before we went to Craig Tara. Then you performed it to the caravan at Craig Tara. Who absolutely loved it, but then on stage you forgot the ending. So it's kind of like, and then that leads to self-blame because you're like, God damn it, like there's only myself to blame with that.
However, I never actually. Not only did I forget about it on stage, I didn't realise I'd forgot about the end of it. It wasn't until I was told afterwards, you forgot to finish that. So if I never noticed, they never noticed.
But to be fair, you wouldn't be able to tell.
No.
Absolutely not. Intense effort and working harder to meet neurotypical standards can feel like cheating or masking, feeling the fraud feeling. Do you think?
Yeah.
So you've got it harder than a normal person?
I know I have.
Oh, fighting talk.
I know it's hard. I know that daily stuff is hard, and it's harder than being neuronormal.
Okay, you put that on your grave.
Yeah, I'd die in that hill.
Masking or hiding struggles to fit in creates a fear of being exposed, and this is a big one actually. As different or less capable. So I think that's big for you because you would go around masking the fact that you don't deserve to be there, but you would mask that to be like, oh, actually,
look at the couple of days beforehand, even with family or whatever, and I'm like, nah, I'm not bothered.
Yeah.
I was bothered.
Oh, I knew. So your sister said to me at one point, she was just like, how is it? And I was like, on the outside, on the inside, crumbling. Like, because obviously I know you, and I know how hard it must have been for you.
So it's easy to mask, and I was even like, I was using other stuff to take my mind off it, and just it was masking. All it was masking. And
then forgetting past wins makes it hard to internalise success.
So I don't think about good stuff. You wouldn't go on the stage thinking, oh, remember that time I was brilliant? I'm going to do that again. No.
Well, you should remember that feeling maybe, or try and take you back to that feeling.
Rationally, that sounds good.
Yeah.
But you're not going to do that. You're going to think, oh my God, I'm going to go up there and fall flat on my face.
So I just thought about as well, every week you could walk into a new venue that you've never done before. And that's quite common. And do you still get them feelings of imposter syndrome walking into a new venue, or was it just because it was Haven?
That was a big one. That
Okay.
that was very different.
Okay.
But I think there's a comfort zone with like the show that I do. So if I'm doing that every week, 4 times a week, then that's all right. But if you're then asked to change everything, which I did, I changed my outfit, I changed the show, I changed tricks, I changed everything, changed the timing. So
you bought an app for music and everything.
£35 for an app. Who does that? And I never used it. But yeah, change music, which I ended up not doing, but I was gonna, so I was gonna. It was massive. It's a very big example of imposter syndrome. Whereas I think it comes into day-to-day life every day.
Okay, interesting. How do you get past that then?
That's costing us money every week to work through.
Yeah, it is. I've got some strategies here if you'd like to hear them and see if it helps. Name it. So acknowledge that it's ADHD imposter syndrome, not reality. How easy do you think that would be to do though?
Really easy. Afterwards.
Yeah. Not before. I'm not
Yeah,
really
at the
through
time,
it.
not a chance. But afterwards,
Oh, that was just me ADHD.
Yeah.
That was just Robert.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I forgot we called it then. That was just Robert popping up.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that is your... Maybe we should call the imposter syndrome, Robert. Challenge your thoughts. So ask for evidence for and against your negative thoughts. Reframe them. So it's hard, but I can learn, for example. Again, though, easy said and done in the moment, isn't it? Positive self-talk. So I can just imagine you backstage.
I'm a
kind of
strong, confident woman.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah. What I did do was breathing exercises backstage.
You love these breathing exercises.
Because I talk about them all the time, but
Yeah.
never do them. But then I had to do them.
Right,
It was
okay.
mainly to stop my sweat.
The sweat got worse.
I was sweating before I started.
Brilliant. Last one is document them wins. So write down a compliment so your brain can't erase them.
Yeah.
You're not a big writer, are you? No. Okay, so going forward, I don't think it's ever going to be something that you're ever going to not have.
It's something that I'll constantly work on.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
maybe be more aware of it is the future. But
Maybe getting in them strategies of how you cope with it more than... Yeah, but as your family, we're always there for you.
oh, thank you.
You're very welcome. Let's move on then to our 5-minute moan. Because we didn't have one last week,
No.
last episode. I've got one.
Go on.
Have you got one as well?
Yeah.
Okay. I feel like it's in my pants or something. Oh.
No.
All right, okay. Mine is, why won't you ever duet with me? And do you know what? I thought about this one in the car. And then as if by magic, before we came in to record this podcast, you started singing, I joined in and you went, it's not a duet. It was if you knew. It was if you knew that was going to be my 5-minute moan. Right, we're married now. We're husband and wife.
Uh-huh.
I think that we should, like, break into duets sometimes.
No, absolutely not.
I'm not talking on stage.
No.
Just in life.
No.
In the car.
No.
Why do you want to be the main centre of attention all the time?
I don't. Sorry. I don't mind if you're the main centre of attention. I don't join in when you're having your moment.
But I would love that.
What? Exactly. No. That is... no, it's very cringy. It is. Even if we're in the car, just the two of us.
What if I'm your backing singer?
Oh, you tried that yesterday and I could get on board with that. But no.
There's little things like, I love the Meatloaf song, right? I would do anything for love. And she says something and he shouts, no?
Hot.
A hot, yes. Every time that song's on, I do the girl bit. I pray that you're going to do the hot
But
bit.
then you take it too far and you do these loving eyes and stare at me when I'm driving and want to sing right into my soul. And no, it's not a time where they put... No.
Maybe I just love you.
But no, I used to do karaoke 6 nights a week and people would want to do it and it's the most cringy, horrible thing in the whole world.
So I don't want to duet with you in karaoke. I just want to do it in the car.
No,
Or just do it in the
because
house.
no, it makes me uncomfortable. I get imposter syndrome. Don't feel I'm good enough for you. I don't feel I'm good enough to be singing with such talent.
I feel like I'm never going to win this battle.
No, it's not a duet.
I hear you. I'll give it up.
Okay, thanks. That worked out well.
I'm sad. And I'm not going to talk to you for the rest of the day, but yeah.
Okay.
Okay, go on.
My turn.
I'm worried.
Why?
Oh.
Why, when I nearly died, I went through a major health crisis and you never even looked up.
Right, I did look up and
No,
I
you
watched
never.
you sit on the couch.
I fainted.
Right.
I fainted. I passed out.
Your eyes were still open. You were
I passed
breathing.
out.
You were talking to me.
Yes.
Let's put this in context. So yesterday, you had a migraine.
I did.
You got up off the couch.
Yes.
And then you fell onto the other
Fainted.
couch.
Passed
Right.
out.
I thought you were just sitting down because you're a bit dramatic sometimes.
I
with your
passed
migraines,
out.
right? And then you were like, "Oh, I feel something heavy on me." Did it-
Couldn't breathe.
I didn't use the words. You didn't say couldn't breathe.
Because I was scared.
Right. But you're big. I don't mean you're big. I mean, like, you're big on never phone an ambulance.
No.
And you've got me in sat for my mind as well now, right? Okay. So I'm not allowed to ring an ambulance, even if you're not breathing, right?
That's very true, yeah.
So I was just checking, you okay? Is there anything I can do for you? I did ask that. So don't, I did.
Okay.
I asked, is there anything I can do for you?
I was seeing if I could still wiggle my toes.
You didn't tell
I was
me
in a
that.
bad way. I was numb. My whole body was not. I thought it was the end.
Right.
And you're just sitting playing on the floor with baby.
I just assumed you'd sat down because you
No,
didn't feel
I
very well.
passed
Did you
out.
say-
Nearly died.
But you didn't tell me this, so how am I supposed to know? I'm not psychic.
You should know that I was in a bad way.
I didn't watch you wiggle your toes. I don't look let's assess the situation.
And
Give him an
because of
all-over.
how much house I've been, because of how much house I've been watching, I was trying to diagnose myself, and I was knocking things off the list. I was like, oh, is this infection?
Right, let's have an agreement now that next time, if it ever happens again, and touch wood it doesn't, you start saying things like, Donna, I can't feel my toes. Donna, I don't feel very good. I can't breathe. Donna, okay.
Okay.
I think you need to be more communicationative.
Good one.
Thanks.
And I think that when I pass out, you
Right,
should be more.
stop this. Your eyes weren't shut. You were still
My eyes were
breathing.
rolling. And they rolled to the back of my head, and I was
Stop, I can't
basically.
I can't breathe.
I was in a bad way.
Your eyes
need
did
to. You
not-
need to watch more.
I won't keep my eyes off you if you duet with me.
Not a chance.
Oh, looks like you're dying. I hear you. I will ask more questions next time, as long as you communicate with me more as well.
Thank you.
But your eyes didn't roll.
It rolled. Something happened to me yesterday.
Right, very quickly to finish off, I've got some good, bad and ugly imposter. Oh, yeah, imposter syndrome ones. So we ask you to send your good, bad and ugly into us, and we read them out. And it's all about the good, bad and ugly of ADHD. And you can send them to you can send them to what's ADHDyourlife@gmail.com. Sorry. Or you can comment on all our socials. Okay. The best advice I've ever heard in regards to feeling like you're faking with mental health stuff, ADHD, is if it's happening when nobody else is around, you're not faking it.
Okay.
How do you feel about that? So people assume that you're faking it, for example, right?
Right.
But actually it's your ADHD. And there could be times when people do fake stuff in front of other people. Do you know, agree? So now if you do it without other people there, it's just natural, something's natural, and you know it's not faking it.
Yeah.
This person got diagnosed last August and they still feel like an imposter. They feel that people don't take ADHD very seriously, so it still feels like that they're looking for excuses for being lazy. That hit my heart, that one.
So, do you know what? We've just went through the whole episode concentrating on the one thing, and I think we need to go back to it because of take ADHD into imposter syndrome, and it's a whole new kettle of fish.
Yeah.
ADHD and the podcast thing, that's a whole different episode. Next week's.
Part 2?
Yep,
I like
imposter syndrome part 2.
A couple of years ago, a friend told me that they were diagnosed with ADHD. When they described what the experience was like without meds, I said, you mean that's not normal? Fast forward, and I was diagnosed with moderate inattentive ADHD. It's weird, they thought they'd have more clarity, but they've got this feeling of imposter syndrome. Like maybe the psychologist made a mistake. Maybe all those years it wasn't ADHD, it was just me being lazy, stubborn, self-centred, impolite. Maybe I'm just looking for an excuse to be less than I could be. So I don't think there's any good ones that come from this, because
No.
they're all pretty ugly. But
yeah.
but yeah, I think a lot of it comes down to the ADHD thing with them symptoms.
I feel that we've missed a massive part of the conversation there, which we will go back to.
Let's do it next week.
Yeah, okay. Let's
Imposter
do that.
syndrome part 2.
Yeah,
Up and
ADHD
coming.
special.
Yes.
And I'll do research and everything in my new office, my whiteboard and my vision boards, and it's going to be so good.
I can't wait to
Tune
see
in
that.
next week.
That's it for this week. Don't forget to follow us on all our socials. They are below. And yeah, have a great week, everyone.
Yep.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye.